Imagine asking your favorite AI, not just for facts or recipes, but to actually buy stuff for you, like right there in the chat.
Yeah, sounds a bit like the future, doesn't it?
Exactly. But maybe not so far off. Today, we're doing a deep dive into some pretty interesting reports suggesting your chatbot could become your shopping buddy.
We are. We're looking into this potential hookup between OpenAI's ChatGPT and, well, the e-commerce giant Shopify.
Right. And we've got sources like the Technology Express, AMM Media House, and some really specific findings from Testing Catalog.
Plus some analysis on what it all means for e-commerce, logistics, you name it.
Now, full disclosure, neither OpenAI nor Shopify have put out an official press release saying, yes, this is happening.
Not yet, no. But the clues are stacking up, suggesting something significant is definitely in the works.
So our mission today, unpack what this could mean for, how you might shop online soon, what it means for businesses, and just the whole AI commerce picture.
Let's get into it. Where should we start? Maybe the evidence.
Yeah, let's start there. What did Testing Catalog actually find?
Okay, so they apparently dug into ChatGPT's public web code, the stuff that makes the website work.
And
They found specific code strings, not just vague stuff, but terms like buy now, price, shipping.
okay, standard e-commerce terms.
But also, and this is the key part, Shopify checkout rule.
Ah, right. That specific mention of Shopify checkout, that's more than just a hint, isn't it?
Exactly. It's not just like pointing to a product page somewhere else.
Yeah.
It suggests a direct connection, a way to potentially pay using Shopify's system right from within ChatGPT.
So you could ask for something, get details, and then just buy it without leaving the chat window.
That seems to be the implication. Much tighter integration than we've seen before.
Wow. Okay. And Testing Catalog mentioned where they found this code.
Yeah, they reported it's in the production assets, so the live system, basically.
But not just some test code hidden away.
Right. And historically, when you see that kind of thing in production code, it often means a feature launch isn't, miles away.
Yeah. Any speculation on timing?
There is some chatter, maybe Q2 2025. But again, that's just speculation based on the code showing up now.
And there was even an image floating around.
Yeah, a screenshot showing a snippet of the code with that Shopify checkout phrase pretty clearly visible.
Yeah.
Helps make it feel more, well, real.
Okay, so let's imagine this goes live. What would that experience actually feel like for someone using ChatGPT?
Well, picture this. You're chatting, maybe asking for, I don't know, good running shoes for trail running.
Okay.
Instead of just getting links, ChatGPT might show you options. You discuss them, maybe compare features.
Right there in the chat.
Yeah. And then if you like a pair, you could potentially just say, buy these, and complete the purchase using Shopify's checkout process, all without opening another browser tab or app.
That's incredibly seamless. Almost like having a personal shopper built right into the AI.
Pretty much. A shopping app embedded directly into the conversation.
Yeah.
No need to switch contexts.
The convenience factor there is huge. It could really change habits, couldn't it? Maybe more impulse buys.
It certainly could. Removing that friction of navigating away, plugging in somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might make small purchases much easier.
But how are people reacting to this possibility? I heard it's been a bit mixed.
Definitely a mixed bag, especially looking at reactions on places like X.
So some people are excited.
Oh yeah, lots of excitement about ChatGPT becoming this sort of multi-tool, handling information and actions like buying things, making it even more useful.
But the skepticism?
Well, there are concerns. Someone joked online about the AI going from, transforming civilization to upselling protein powder.
Okay, I see the point. A worry that it becomes too commercialized, loses its way.
Sort of, yeah. Bit of cynicism about whether this is the best use of such powerful AI or if the focus is shifting too much towards monetization.
Which kind of leads into OpenAI's past experiences here. They tried plugins before, right? Third-party integrations.
They did. They had a whole ecosystem of plugins developed by others to add functionality.
But they shut that down.
Yeah, they discontinued the plugin store. There were several reasons cited, but security was a big one.
Security risks? Like what?
Things like prompt injection attacks, basically tricking the AI, and also the potential for plugins to contain malicious code or misuse user data. It's hard to vet everything when it's wide open.
And developers weren't entirely happy either, I recall.
There were some reports of developer pushback or dissatisfaction with how the plugin system was managed, yeah.
So moving towards a direct partnership with a huge established platform like Shopify, That seems like a very different strategy.
It does. It suggests a shift away from the open, potentially riskier plugin model towards curated, direct collaborations.
More control, maybe,
Mm,
better security vetting.
Presumably, yes.
Mhm.
Working directly with Shopify likely allows them to build a much tighter, more secure integration and ensure a better, safer user experience.
Mm.
It's learning from that plugin experiment, perhaps.
And this isn't happening in a vacuum, is it? Other AI platforms are already moving into e-commerce.
Not at all. It's definitely a trend. Microsoft, for example, launched their Copilot merchant program back in April.
Letting businesses set up storefronts within Copilot.
Exactly. And Perplexity AI had their Buy with Pro feature offering one-click buying since late last year.
So it's a competitive space. Everyone wants their AI to be the place you not only find information, but also, well, transact.
Precisely. It feels like the next frontier for these big AI models, becoming platforms for commerce, not just conversation.
How does ChatGPT stack up against those who already launched? Any unique edge?
Well, ChatGPT has that massive user base and brand recognition. People are used to talking to it. That's a huge advantage.
But maybe challenges in building the trust for transactions compared to platforms already known for shopping.
Could be a hurdle, yeah. Ensuring the payment process is smooth, secure, and reliable will be absolutely critical for user adoption and trust.
Now let's flip it. What about Shopify? This seems like a good fit for them too, especially given their focus on AI.
Oh, absolutely. Shopify has been very vocal about embracing AI. Remember that internal memo from their CEO, Tobias Lutke?
The one saying AI usage is now a baseline expectation.
Yeah, and the part about teams needing to justify hiring humans instead of using AI for tasks, that's a strong stance.
Really signals an AI-first culture.
Definitely. So a deep integration with a leading AI like ChatGPT fits perfectly into that strategy. It aligns with where they're clearly heading as a company.
Okay, so we have this potential integration driven by trends and company strategies. Let's talk impacts. You mentioned some analysis, like potential consequences. What stands out?
Well, one big one is just the rise of conversational commerce.
Shopping by chatting.
Yeah, the idea that this becomes more mainstream. Asking your AI assistant to buy things becomes as normal as asking it a question, not just via ChatGPT Shopify, but potentially across many platforms.
That could really change online retail.
For sure. Another point is the potential boost for Shopify merchants, especially smaller ones.
Has
Gaining easier access to ChatGPT's huge audience could drive significant sales and visibility for them, maybe without needing huge marketing budgets.
Makes sense. What about logistics, the actual shipping of stuff?
Ah, yeah, that's interesting. If people start making more frequent, smaller purchases because it's so easy via chat.
That could mean a surge in shipping volume, right?
Yeah.
Lots more packages flying around.
Exactly, which puts pressure on logistics networks and likely increases demand for faster, almost instant delivery to match the instant purchase experience.
Leading to more AI in logistics.
Very likely. More need for AI to optimize delivery routes, manage warehouse inventory, predict demand surges. All that back-end stuff becomes even more critical.
Okay, but convenience and efficiency often come with trade-offs. What about data privacy?
That's a huge one highlighted in the analysis. Handling payment details and shopping habits within a chat interface. That's going to face intense scrutiny.
Trust is paramount there.
Absolutely. Transparency and robust security from both OpenAI and Shopify will be non-negotiable.
Any other major ripple effects predicted?
Well, the potential impact on jobs, particularly customer service roles, if AI handles more of the buying journey.
Yeah, and competitive pressure.
Definitely. If this takes off, expect rivals like Amazon, Google, maybe even social media platforms to accelerate their own AI shopping features.
It could also simplify cross-border shopping, maybe boost global e-commerce.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
If the AI can handle language, currency, maybe even some shipping complexities within the chat, it could lower barriers for international purchases.
And finally, this idea of new business models, like chat-first stores.
Yeah, imagine businesses designed primarily to interact and sell through AI conversations rather than traditional websites. It's a fascinating, if maybe further out, possibility.
It really paints a picture of significant change, and it's worth remembering, as you mentioned earlier, there are already some connections between these two platforms.
Right, that's important context from the survey note material. There are existing third-party apps, tools like HiChat or CombiChat.
What do they do?
They already use ChatGPT's capabilities within Shopify for things like AI-powered customer service chats, product recommendations, maybe even generating SEO content.
And automation platforms.
Yeah, tools like Zapier or Pipedream, let people create custom workflows connecting Shopify and ChatGPT data or actions. So the idea of them working together isn't totally new.
But this potential direct integration sounds like taking it to a whole new level, much deeper, more seamless for the average user.
Exactly. It's about making it native, built-in, effortless, rather than relying on third-party add-ons or complex setups.
So lots of compelling signs, a lot of potential impacts. But we have to stress again, this isn't officially confirmed yet.
Correct. We're connecting dots based on code analysis and industry trends. The final details, the exact functionality, the timing, that's all still potentially up in the air until OpenAI or Shopify makes an announcement.
Which leaves us and our listeners with some things to think about. How might this fundamentally change what you expect when you shop online?
Yeah, if buying becomes truly conversational, does that change your relationship with brands, your purchasing frequency, where you choose to shop?
It's a lot to consider. Okay, let's try and summarize the key takeaways from our deep dive today.
Sounds good. So first, there's compelling, though unofficial, evidence pointing to a significant direct integration between ChatGPT and Shopify.
Driven by code findings like that Shopify checkout.
Right. Second, this could enable a really seamless in-chat shopping experience, letting users buy products directly within the ChatGPT interface.
Driven by user convenience, competitive pressures from rivals like Microsoft and Perplexity, and Shopify's own AI-first strategy.
And third, the potential impacts are broad, transforming conversational commerce, boosting Shopify merchants, stressing logistics, but also driving AI optimization there.
And raising important questions about data privacy, jobs, and even fostering new business models.
It touches a lot of areas.
Definitely. So, as we wrap up, maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Go for it.
Given how fast AI is moving and this potential step into commerce, what other parts of your daily life do you see getting folded into these kinds of conversational interfaces next?
That's a big question. Managing finances, booking travel, accessing healthcare info.
Education. Could all those things become just a conversation away? It really makes you think about AI becoming this central hub for, well, almost everything we do online.
Something to definitely keep an eye on. The evolution
Cool.
continues.